and you watched him die. Right here. In this room. You're a dinosaur, Frank. And you know what happened to them. And now you're desperately trying to work out how I'd know the last words you ever spoke to him, aren't you?
And I'm sure you can't wait to tell us.
Well, let's just say I've been playing the long game. And I had a bit of help along the way. See, it was a while back when I read about your rearrest for driving uninsured the day after you were released from prison. It was a bit silly, wasn't it? I think I might have popped a cork that day.
Get to the point. If there is a point.
That was the day I started to do some digging. And you dig long enough, you'll find something.
And pray tell, what did you find with your dirty little spade?
An angry drunk husband with a tale to tell. Well, a few tales, actually.
Are you talking about Graham?
He's lying.
For a few large whiskies, he was willing to tell me anything and everything.
There was nothing to tell. And you believed the words of a bitter drunk.
Your name came up as well. Oh, yeah. See, this Graham, he hit the booze again not long after she ordered him to get rid of Joe. Wasn't he going to marry your daughter? Oh, yeah, and that's it. Didn't you think you'd killed him with a single punch? It was juicy stuff.
This gets more and more ludicrous.
He called you a poisonous bitch. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Do you realise what you've just told?
Cry. Graham was a very sick man. I mean, what happened to him? Awful. Rest in peace.
Yeah, almost every man that comes into contact with you doesn't usually end well, does it?
Depends on whose perspective.
Sound like a canary, this one.
Sorry. Yeah, look, it's going to be okay.
Who doesn't love an optimist? Take care of it. Oh, and don't make a mess.
So you bragged about watching Frank die in front of you, that you almost enjoyed it. So is that true, Kim? Did you enjoy watching my dad die?
Let me put it this way, Caleb. I didn't just stand there watching him die. I was already wondering what I was going to wear at his funeral.
Well, don't you worry. When your time comes, I'll make sure I find a pretty little spot in the grounds here to bury you.
I'd rather burn Home Farm down myself, with me in it, than see you get your pathetic hands on it.
I'll get a petrol, shall I?
Oi. I've told you, you're going nowhere.
Frank didn't want you then. And believe me, if you turned up on his doorstep years later, he wouldn't want you all over again. You're just one of life's sub-stories, a loser.
Should I tell you what you are?
You've already said it. Hateful, cruel, cold, nasty, heartless, stuck-up bitch. Does that cover it, or did I miss something out?
Come on, Kane. You get it, don't you? You know what she is and why I had to do this for my dad.
You're angry with the world. You think it owes you something. It owes you nothing.
If you had my life...
Yeah, and if you'd had mine, you know you don't throw family under a bus. And that's exactly what you did to me and Moira.
How many times? This was only about her. As soon as I got it sorted...
Oh, yeah, you were going to give me half. Everything Moira built up, you just smashed it to pieces.
Who doesn't love a bit of good old sibling rivalry?
You are a parasite.
And you're just one more dirty mistake that Frank didn't give a second thought to.
I didn't tell you because I didn't want you involved.
You're a snake.
I'm your brother.
No, you're nothing. You're less than nothing.
Just listen, will you?
I'm sick of listening. Everything Moira's worked for, you just destroyed it.
You honestly think I wouldn't have paid you back? The second that money hit the account...
Well, you're going to say that, aren't you? I don't care about the money. The money doesn't matter. But I let you in. I gave you a chance, and you just stabbed me in the back.
He stabbed us all in the back.
Gabby.
Yeah, that's right. I know everything. You absolute freak. Has he told you who his son is yet?
Son?
Oh, I'll give you a clue then. He was meant to be putting a ring on my finger today.
Nicky.
I was meant to be his way into the family. And I know that sounds crazy, but it gets even crazier when you find out that Nicky is actually gay.
It's just one thing after another.
Kane.
I'm glad I told you our mother was dead, and I'm glad she never met you, because you know what? She would have hated you.
Do you know what? You going somewhere? Why? What do you think you're going to do, Will? I've spent enough time here to know what you are, pal. You're her plaything. You're a eunuch in tweed. Have you not got a fence to go and mend?
Don't react.
React. Rip his head off.
Easy, Jeeves. Ain't you got to watch your blood pressure?
You really are pathetic, aren't you?
Oh, I'm a lot of things, me, Gabby. You look beautiful, by the way. Just hope you kept the receipt for that dress.
Everyone knows what you are now, Caleb. An utter fraud. You're done here.
You need to run. Keep running. I don't care about this. Then, you come near me or my family again, I will end you.
I'm sorry, Kane. I really am, but I tell you now, I will walk. I never run.
You were this close. But you underestimated me. Just like your father did. That was your first mistake. And your last.
You got lucky, you. But you won't always be lucky. One way or another, I'm gonna get what I'm owed.
Or die trying.
Oh, what a hill to die on, eh?